There's ice all out the front of there's so much, like I have fallen already again, but
Oh,
I didn't hurt myself. I landed in the snow. Anthony also fell into a bush. Like there's just like, it's, we haven't worked out the front of our house. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be redone. All right. I am muting everybody and lovely to see all your beautiful faces. Let me just finish setting it up to go live. Oh, I think we already have gone live. Um, so we are going to definitely do the lymph flush today. We are going to do, I don't think we're actually going to do weights, but it's possible. Everyone always wants to do weights, but we'll see. We're going to do a lot of things. We're going to get back into our bodies in a healthy and wonderful way, uh, for your health. So let's start by just looking around, turning your head from side to side, taking in your environment. Appreciating your environment in whatever way you can appreciate it. The colors, the smells, the light. If there are other beings and creatures in your environment, maybe you can appreciate them. Uh, Taking it in. When we turn our head from side to side, we are giving our brainstem information that we are safe, safe enough to really fully participate in the moment. Don't have to like be in some kind of fight, flight, freeze response, but letting it go. So let's just do a big ha. You're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, let it out. Shake it out. Inhale, lift. Big sigh, let it go. Let out some sound. Inhale, open. Especially if you're like a really good person who is very well behaved and silent most of the time, and you keep quiet and you stay in your lane. Let out some sound, go nuts, go into everyone else's lane. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. I'm on my physio ball. So we're going to start with the who breath. That will be our exercise. If you're standing, you can kind of bounce around. If that's too much for you, then don't bounce as much. Make it work for you. It's your body. Feel what is going on inside your body. So who breath, it's like you're going hoo ha he ha hoo ha hoo ha hoo ha, trying to break up the pattern of not just doing the same repetitive phrase. Repetitive. Ba-ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-tee. Here we go with the who breath. In through your nose. Actually, it can come in and out through any part, any orifice, through your nose, through your mouth, through your ears. Shake it out. Awakening your kinesphere. Imagine that all the space around you is alive and vital, and you're getting energy from that space, but you're also dispersing any blockedness. So sometimes energy gets kind of stuck in our bodies. As we open the pathways for energetic flow, and you can have vocal sound with this, like a monkey. I'm going to do it without my ball. If it's too much, make it lighter and gentler, make it easier. But I imagine most people have some stuff that they need to offload, some stress, some tension, just inviting in some free flow, bouncing around. Free up your tail, shake booty, let it go. Tina Turner, full shake. And let that go. Just feel your energy. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the movement in your body. Feel the sense of pulsing flow. If you're a if you're a Hindu Shaiva Tantra person, this would be kind of like feel the spanda, feel the movement, the flow, the pulse of life. All right, let's do some twists, just easy twisting, looking around behind you. Again, letting go of whatever you're gripping onto. If possible, let it go. Let it flow. There's Lord Gaylord coming in. Got Squeaky Deaky over there on the radiator. pea pod. I don't know where she is. I think she's got a chair in the dining room, in the plant room where she likes to hang out. All right, we're going to come into our lymph flush. So I am going to grab my ball. So now we should have gotten some fluid flow, some movement flow, some energetic flow in our body. Rubbing your hands together, getting some heat, some friction, and awareness into your hands. Bring in the awareness. Right hand to left collarbone, above and below the collarbone. Very gentle. I'm not trying to poke a hole through my body. I'm just mobilizing the tissue above and below my collarbone to open up the sluice gate that returns the lymph into the bloodstream, which is here under your clavicle, your subclavian vein. Same thing on the other side. So I was listening to this woman, which I tried to remember her name, but I forgot it. It's a doctor. She's on the Instagram, one of those. And she was talking about immune system diseases. And one thing that they mostly have in common is that mitochondria are not functioning really well. And one reason why that's happening is that the lymph isn't draining. So your body's reabsorbing toxins. So we are ensuring that the lymph can drain so that our mitochondria can be living in a healthy environment. We want functional, happy mitochondria that are in your body going, yay, we can do our stuff. We're healthy. If that seems like a ridiculous idea, maybe you should try painting it, write a poem about how happy and healthy your mitochondria are. Bring it in. Let's come up to the angle of the jaw, laying the piano. Very gentle. I like to do the whole line of underneath my jaw bone. So in that soft part, but really gentle and soft. Relax your tongue. Let everything be easy and relaxed. Droopy dog voice. That is instantly going to make you feel more relaxed if you do the droopy dog voice. Instant diffuser of anger. Droopy dog. I don't feel angry anymore. It's okay. All right, coming in next to your nose, just above your nostrils, or above the edge of your nostril. Gaylord. It's probably going to get up there on the heater with Squeaky Deaky. They haven't had their morning battle this morning. They usually have some battles. Oh, he's decided against it. And then come under your cheekbone. So really gentle in there, really soft, just inviting squishy movement into your face, into your tissues. So that the fluids can flow. Shake it out, shake it out. 10 little dragons running through the forest. Mobilizing your cranium. So this is like more energy work. Find your fontanelle, the top of your crown, right? So when babies are born, they have like a hole. The bones of your cranium haven't joined. They join as we age. But find that fontanelle spot and just give it a little like tap. Like, oh, hello, that's the top of your central channel, top of the center midline of your body. And then get the rest of your scalp moving against your cranium. So it's not locked up. And then see, are you rigidly holding your head still? Let that occipital joint have some freedom. If you get a lot of headaches, my headaches are definitely when there's a lack of flow, the cerebrospinal fluid isn't moving easily down when there's a little inflammation in my head. We want to make sure that that cerebrospinal fluid can drain down your spinal cord and return back up, right? That's a whole system like your lymph that's clearing out the glial cells, glial lymph drainage, lymph, and it's also nourishing your spine, clearing out whatever needs to be cleared out in there. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Coming back, oh, let's do K27 point, find your collarbones, drop down, find the little indentation, circles in there. Easy circles in the K27 points. As we're in K27, invite all of yourselves back. Anything that's out there worrying about something else, what happened yesterday, what's going to happen tomorrow, the government, all the things that we get to, our families, whatever we have worrying about, call that part of yourself back in your own energetic system to just be in the bubble of you for right now. Nourishing your own self, taking care of your own business, being present with yourself, clearing out this stream of being. Ah, and then let's thymus thump it. Whoa. It was 0 degrees when I woke up this morning, but that means it was like -5 last night. Fahrenheit. We are in a cold spell like I have never seen in upstate New York. And how long have I lived here? Since 2014. Thymus thump and Tarzan. Right hand to your left armpit pec, back to the lymph flush, pushing it around. So I want to talk a little bit about like peripheral neuropathy, the fingertips, toes, edges of our body, which might be experiencing pain, buzzing, numbness. So what we're going to do some little exercises to bring our awareness out to those distal edges, take it to the other side. Even as we're doing this, my distal part is working, right? I am awakening this awareness in my fingers as I am massaging my lymph and body, right? So we want to keep bringing the awareness out to the edge and bring it back in, out to the edge, bring it back in, out to the edge of our own body. Toes can wiggle, waking up the feet, making the connection in our mind, in our energetic system so that it can heal on the physical level. Let's come into Cisterna Kylie, just a little pulse in and up. Doing the who breath would have gotten that. This position should be, here's my belly button, here's the bottom of my ribs, right in the middle. Find your belly button, go up a few inches. That's where you want to go. I'm amazed at how many people I offer this in a class, and I look at people, and people who are dancers, they really know their body, will be in some totally weird place. I'm like, what is going on? Find the middle spot between your belly button and your bottom of your xiphoid process, bottom of your ribs in the front. And then little dig in and up. And we will move into the inguinal fold, front of between your pubic bone and your hip bones. We want to especially make sure if you're like kind of gripping or clenching in your butt, in your pelvic floor, in your belly, in your guts, see if you can relax that. Suck it in. Don't suck it in. Let it hang out. Right? We want flow and movement through these parts, especially our pelvic floor, especially all of this business needs movement and flow. You don't want it getting stagnant. No stagnant business in your pelvis. Take it down behind the eye of the knee or in the eye of the knee, behind your knee. And then come back up and shake it out. Shake it out to your fingers and toes. Shake it out. Stand on one leg, on the other. Move your hands and feet around your body if you can. So a little short balancing practice while you shake out so that we're bringing energy to those edges of our body. Flick it. Flick, flick, flick. Flick it off. How often do we want to flick things off? Let yourself do it now. Let go of that flicking energy. I'm just changing sides, trying to move around so that my flicking is fairly three-dimensional. Have a tantrum. Here comes Squeaky Deeks. Oh, he's all cooked. He's cooked himself on the radiator. If you have a pet, you can really awaken that peripheral nervous system, your peripheral fingertips, toes, toes and fingers have joints, by getting engaged with your pet, right? And if you do that, it's nice if you also feel like, what would the pet like? Sometimes when we touch, we're touching for us. And sometimes when we touch, it's a mutual exchange. So make sure that you're creating touch that is mutually beneficial with your pet. I was reading somewhere about cats being constantly in fight, flight, freeze, shocked because people always just think they can just touch them. And I know I'm guilty of that sometimes, but sometimes they actually come up for touch. So feeling into that and being aware in your touch what's going on in the other creature's body. It might be your partner, it might be your cat, it might be your child. All right, let's take it down to the floor. We're going to sit in a cross-legged position. I am going to get my weighted ball. So I do want to do some weights. This ball is an 8-pound ball. I'm just bringing it into the vicinity. A little bit caffeinated this morning. Wiki deaky. Oh. This probably won't last very long, but since he is here, sitting in a cross-legged position, we're going to do some side stretching, opening your arms out to the sides, stretching over to one side, and then to the other side. Inhale, open. Because I haven't been here for the past week, so I'm getting extra squeaky time. Again, thinking of that central channel from your pelvic floor through the crown of your head, through your little fingers. Awaken that core distal relationship, center to edge. Ah, side body opening up. And then we're going to circle the whole way around. Taking it sideways, moving forward, changing arms, and coming up. My cats aren't spoiled. What do they want? They can, whatever they want, pretty much, they get to have. If you don't want to spoil your pets, why do you have them? To the side, inhale, open. Side stretch. Take it forward, around to the side, and open. Side stretch. Take it forward, around to the side, open it up. And then spiral. Not necessarily the same with dogs. Like cats already own you, but dogs like to have a little order. They feel better if they understand the leadership roles assigned. And it's probably best if your dog isn't the leader. But you know, if it's just the two of you, maybe it's okay. Spiral, twist, look around, take it to the other side. I'm just quoting Cesar Millan. Go back and forth a few times. Now, you are going to change so your non-dominant leg is in front. And we're just going to take it forward and move a little bit from side to side. Squishing your organs, freeing up your head-tail connection, free flow in your spine. In my case, I'm squishing my kitty. Squishing squeaky deaky. Okay, much as I would love to just hang out with my cat for this whole class, I'm gonna have to move him off, but he's so happy. It's really hard. All right. Oh, there we go. I didn't like that. Okay, opening, let's take it down onto the floor. Oh, onto your back, on the floor. Letting your, just let yourself relax into the floor for a second. As I come down into the floor, I can feel my sacrum just go, ah. What is my sacrum? It is the base. My spine joins down into my sacrum, joining the big bones of my pelvis, my iliacus. So it's like this little triangle. And then under that is my tailbone. Let that just spread and open. If you have hypermobility in your sacrum, Maybe it doesn't need to spread. Let's drop the knees from side to side. It's a squeaky deaky day. Knees falling one way and then the other, allowing your lower back, your hips, and your glutes and your guts to relax. And then if you've got this, and you want to take it deeper, open up, stretch it out to the side. This usually gives me a nice adjustment in my spine, but it just feels good. Feels good in my rhomboids. Feels good between my shoulder blades. Stretching. Maybe you want to hang out there. I need the compression of rolling across my back. I also need the spiral, but a big thing for me is getting my hips and my lower back some compression. So before we do more exercise stuff, we're going to do more tissue mobility. And what I'm going to do is flip over. I'm just going to push this out of the way. Flip over onto my belly. And I'm going to do some little walks up the edge of my mat. What is this doing? It is opening up and massaging across the front of my quads. See if you can do this little really slow, pokey walk to the front of your mat. And it's going to be harder to go back, but try going back. Maybe it's going to be harder. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be easier for you. Take it back, massaging the front of your quads, letting the front of your pelvis open up. This is a recuperation from sitting too much, which I'm pretty sure, especially in this intense snow, everybody's probably sitting too much. All right. Take it down and then just let your legs really fall from side to side. Go slow. Feel into the front of your quads. Feel into the front of your knees. Feel into your feet. Relax them. And then to keep with this core distal relationship, we're going to come in, circle your feet. Circles with your ankles. Feel your toes. In this very different relationship to gravity, awakening your sensation in your feet. Change direction, go the other way. You could be circling the feet in the same direction or the opposite directions, however it's working for you. It doesn't matter. Just move those feet around. Wake up your toes. Toes, feet, ankles. Let's take our hands next to our chest, baby cobra up, and exhale down. Baby cobra. Leave your feet connected to the ground so you're not lifting. I just did it. You're not lifting your legs. You're just lifting your upper body. Upper body, and then connect. Keep coming up. Opening the front of your body, stretching out the front of your pelvis, stretching out the front of your hip flexors. If you want to try and touch your toes to your head, go for it. So the whole interwoven front body fascia gets to open up as we go into this like arched back donut shape. Last one. Take it back into a child's pose. Big breathing in your child's pose. Squeaky is doing things right now, which sort of off screen, on screen. He's very much in the I want attention mode, but probably he wants to play. Shift your upper body a little bit from side to side. Look under one armpit, look under the other. Push down into your hands, into the floor, feeling how your arms connect into your back, through your rotator cuff, through your scapula. Move your fingers around, wiggle your fingers, play the piano. Awakening awareness in the fingers. And then come up. What happens when we're awakening awareness, when we're bringing our awareness to our fingertips? What's going on in our brain, in our neurons? We are sending this information out to the very edge. And our nerves are usually traveling through our body with our veins and arteries and lymphatics. So you have this bundle of information going down to the edge and returning. So we want to keep awakening that. Oh, there, my assistant has relocated under the mat. All right, we're going to take it down to the floor, and I'm going to use the ball. I don't want to disturb his movements too much. Oh, cat butt right in my face. They like to do that. That's one of their special tricks. Take your ball or whatever you've got. Could be a set of weights, could be one weight, could be a book. You're going to put your knees together, feet turned in, circling around your body. Inhale as your arms go over your head. Exhale as you come up. I'm not coming up high. I'm just coming up just off my shoulder blades. So just a quarter of the way up. Circling the ball around. Or some kind of weight or no weight. You could just hold your hands together. And change direction the other way. Use your breath. One more. Good. And then come in. And we are going to make a big circle with your arms. So stretch your legs down below you. Oh, there's a person. Popped out and is coming back. Flex your feet down below you. Open your arms out. Circles. You're going to look towards your feet. Cross your arms as if you're taking off a shirt. Opening up. Exhale. Look down. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, looking towards your feet. Inhale, open. Circling the arms. And let's change direction. Arms go up over your head. Putting on the shirt, looking towards your feet. Inhale. Chest, lungs, heart. Fingertips. Reach out to that distal edge. Reaching down to your feet. Awakening your feet. Letting your awareness move through your body to different parts. Coming from sensation in those parts of your body. Last one. Drop it into the floor. We're going to do a heel rock, a little Bartenieff movement, Irmgard Bartenieff. She brought the Laban work to the US. Head, chest, neck. Easy, jaw relaxed, pelvis. Let it move. So it's kind of like we're all really good at stabilizing now because we don't move very much. So we want to mobilize, relax your belly. Think of your belly like an ocean. As the movement is moving up and down through your body, the waves and the ocean are moving your gut body, moving your heart, moving your lungs, the juicy inner body, getting some free flow. Then you can let that go. And we're just going to slowly roll onto one side, let your head and neck release, and then roll it onto the other side. So we're kind of bouncing around between many systems of movement in the interest of really awakening our own bodies and our own body-mind system in this interconnected, very three-dimensional way. But what we're doing right now is to create this compression in our back body, mobilizing fluids, mobilizing tissue, and relaxing whatever tension is going on in there. So yeah, I was traveling for a week, a lot of sitting in a car, and then a lot of loading and unloading trucks, and then a lot of standing on a stage and presenting. It was full blown, like I did all the jobs. And my body actually feels pretty good, but from all the sitting, my hips got a little wonky. So for me, when my hips start hurting, I'm going to start rolling, leaving the leg long. So I'm getting that compression through the whole underside of my body. So the bottom leg is straightening out. I'm coming all the way over to my quad, and I'm getting this weight of my body and the fluids in my body to hydrate that tissue to tell the bones, okay, let's strengthen in this relationship to gravity. So I think we have a little child getting involved in the mute button on, on Zoom. Oh, yes, this actually feels really good. So rolling in a way that feels like a relief. If it just feels like pain, like everything hurts as you roll, go slower, soften and melt. But if it feels good, go the tempo that feels good. Yeah, so particularly here, if I hang out across this quad, bottom quad, I am massaging it out and I can just feel my tissue, the layers of fluids, fascia, fibers. The fascia is fibrous, but it's also fluid. Letting those layers renegotiate the inner space, opening up. All right, alrighty, coming back in. Now you understand my secret. All the stuff that I'm doing in this class is for my body to feel good. It's also for your body to feel good, but it's for us to feel healthy and be able to move through our lives with maximum, as much diversity of movement and possibility, potential as possible. Press your pelvis up, circles with your hips. I am very generous with my own body, and that allows me to be very generous with other people, right? Like I am like, oh, and I don't mean generous like, oh, I get to eat all the Doritos. I mean generous in like, what kind of movement do I need? What kind of recuperation do I need? Sleep, nutrition, sunlight, relationship, change direction, right? Spending time with other people. Spending other time with other people who make us feel good as we're spending time with them, right? Not the ones that drain us. Circles. Make sure you go both ways. Coming in, you're going to push back and forth. Imagine that your body is the people. If you're going to do some people pleasing, do it to your own body. I have to do some people pleasing. Oh, what does my body need right now? Oh, it needs to relax on the couch. Sometimes it does. I need to read a book. I need to eat a carrot. I need to drink some water. I need to get into the sunlight, get some vitamin D. Roll it down. What is your definition of success within your own body? Is it a bunch of money? Or is it feeling like you can move and be healthy, rolling from side to side? Or feeling like you have good relationships, right? Oh, I feel good with my friends. I said something kind or whatever, or I helped somebody through something, or whatever, or even good with your work. What are you in right relationship with? And bring it in, roll it back and forth, rolling through your spine. If you want to take it forward, take it forward. If you want to take it all the way up, take it all the way up. If you want to just keep it slow, you can. So let it be what your body needs, right? There can be a variety pack of things that you do here. You could, depending on how much energy you want to engage with, right? You could do something much more athletic or more releasing. All of this is pretty athletic. All right. Let's come onto our backs. We are going to do just small circles with your knees. So this is very relaxy, letting your lower back relax, letting your belly relax. Arms are doing the work. And it should be fairly easy, just circling the femur head in the hip socket. Change direction. Oh yeah, so I did get one little kind of weird injury on this trip, which I've had before. And I think it's an overstretching without being warm enough injury. That hasn't hurt at all so far in the things that we're doing, but a lot of this class is for my left hip, the front, the back, the whole thing. Hands down by your sides, circling your legs, big or small. I'm gonna go big and I'm gonna point as I come up, and then I'm gonna flex as I go down. I'm even gonna do the roll. I've gotten a lot of movement, a lot of exercise, but I haven't gotten this kind of exercise, like clean exercise where you're really working evenly on both sides. Two more. Good. And then open your feet wide. Internally rotate one leg at a time, spiraling in. And make sure that your other knee isn't just flopping open. We want to have that inner spiral on both sides. I watched a movie on the plane, which I really liked, called A Big, Beautiful, Bold, Beautiful Journey with Colin Farrell and uh, Margot Robbie. Um, it had the right element of weird for me to be able to appreciate it. A lot of times I look at movies and I'm just like, I just can't watch it. It's just, I'm gonna say it. It's just too normal. I've seen this story so many times. I don't need to see it anymore. I get it. I need to see something weird, something that like expands the brain just a little bit, not just, oh, look at this rom-com. I don't want to watch it. Let's take it in. But this movie had the right elements of weird, surreal, and beautiful and funny that worked for me. So there you go. Spiraling, legs going from one side to the other. If you want to try straightening your legs, go for it. It's on Netflix right now too. Kind of a Gnostic movie. Good. And bring it in and flip over. Sometimes people tell me, and even like some of my really close friends will be like, "Oh, this is the greatest movie. I love this movie so much." And then I watch it. I'm like, I don't get it. It's not my thing. So that might be if you watch this movie, you might think this is stupid. I don't get it. But you might like it. Who knows? We don't have to be the same person. Circles with your pelvis. Feel your feet, feel your hands, and change direction. Freeing up your head-tail connection, freeing up your spine, freeing up your hips, lubricating your hips, mobilizing your pelvic floor. Why are we doing this? I don't feel anything. Well, maybe it's time to start feeling into your own body. Can you make my legs smaller? No. What about my butt? No. Can't do it. But getting more healthy and more fluid, yes, can probably help with that. Let's come onto our elbows, lift our pelvis up. You're going to drop your pelvis down. You're going to open it out, bring it in, pelvis up, drop it down, open it out, in, lifting up into here, drop it down, open out to the edges. So we're working a core distal pattern, picking up. Think of doming up like an umbrella and then dropping down and going in the other direction. Everything coming in and up, everything going down and out, in and up, down and out, in and up. This is our last one, and out, and relax. Wag your tail, shake your butt, let it go. Put your head on your hands, curl your toes under, push up and down. Breathe. Let it go. Shake it like a bowl of Jello. Let go. Soft and easy. And then let's do some tricep push-ups from here. So I'm going to leave my hands next to my chest. I'm going to leave my knees on the floor, and I'm just going to push up and then bring it back down. Going 1, 2, 3. You can do it against the wall if you need to. 4, 5, or with your feet off, knees off the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's push up into a side plank with your hand underneath you, or it could be here. Make it work for you. Come to a regular plank. Reach out through your heels, reach out through your head. Take it to the other side. If you need to put the bottom knee down, put the bottom knee down. Breathe. It's getting really warm in here. I turned the heat on when I got up. The big heat. Back to center. Let's lower down in 10 counts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squish. Taking your arms out in front of you. Inhale, opposite arm to leg. Exhale down. Reach and lower. Up, down. Contralateral pattern, crossbody. Up, down. Reach out to your fingers, reach out to your toes, wiggle them. Awareness to the fingers and toes. Take it back down. Reach it out, wiggle. Drop it down. Reach and wiggle. Bring it down. Up, down, up. Take your hands next to your chest. Arch and lift. Take it back to your child's pose and wiggle around. Soften and melt. When we bring movement and awareness into our body, we're really bringing it in, right? We can think about it. Sometimes I meet somatic practitioners who are really good at thinking into their body. I'm imagining feeling my fingers. But when we add movement, it's not just imagination anymore. We can start to really feel it. So I feel like somatics without movement is an impoverished somatics. We need movement. We need to be awakening in movement. The movement could just be the movement of the breath. It could be micro movement. It doesn't have to be huge, but we need movement. Our bodies were made to move, and our awareness and time and life are constantly moving. So we want to start to adapt to that. Nothing is still. There is no actual stability. It's all in motion all the time. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Opposite arm to leg. Out, touch it in, reach it out. Wiggle your hands and feet. Bring it down. Out, touch it in. Out, fingers and toes. Bring it down. Out, in, out. Neural connections. Out, in, out. Jazz hands. Jazz hand. Out, in, out. Wiggle, shake. Out, in, out. Wiggle, shake. See if you can shake the whole thing. Bring it down. Out, in, out. Down, out. We're just going to keep moving in, out. Change, out. Keep the awareness in your fingers and toes, creating this arc shape as they go out and in. Ride the shape of this arc. One more time each side. Last one. Good, and relax. Let's do our hands, figure eights in and out. In, I gotta turn the heat off. It is way too hot in here. When it's 1 degree outside and it's 70 in your house, the heat might be on a little too high. We also don't want to explode the pipes. I'm sure my heating bill this month is going to be like $1 million. Even Squeaky got too hot on the heater. Let me knead the dough. It's been rising in the oven for a little while. Now I need to knead it out before it can go back into the oven. And we can bake the loaf of bread. All right, let's take it back down to our backs. Let me just do a quick time check. Ooh, we're getting there. So we're gonna do some stretching on our back. If you need, like, you could use, here's my sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a towel, something to put your leg into. If you need something, if you're already hypermobile, you probably don't need something, but maybe you do. You could hold behind here. I'm gonna flex my knee and ankle and then extend and point. Flexing in, reaching out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach and point all the way to the toes. Core distal, bend it in, reach it out. Bend it in, reach it out. Bend it in, reach it out. Last one, bend it in, reach it out. I'm gonna cross over my midline and then open it out to the side. Crossing, opening, crossing. You can do this with the bottom knee bent, but it really depends on you. If you're having a hard time getting your top leg past 90 degrees, then bend your bottom knee. Last one, fold it in, take it over, big twist. Find your loaf of bread. Knead the bread. And then come in, put both feet on the floor, pick up your butt, give it a little shake, lower down. Other leg coming in. Flexing it in, reach and extend. Flex it in, inhale, exhale to the toes. Imagine you're breathing through your leg. Reach it out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Use your breath. Think of the inner body opening toward the outer body. Not forcing it, but working with what feels okay in your body. 2 more. Last one. Opening it out to the side, crossing your midline. You can flex and point here, keeping that awareness in your foot if you want to. Breathe into it. And then come in, fold it in, cross it over to the other side, open up, big spiral. Bringing it back in, both feet on the floor, pick up your butt, shake it out. We'll just do a quick figure 4, knee into your chest. If you want to straighten the bottom leg, you can. Find the stretch that works for you. So this position where his legs are backwards and his upper body is forward, this is one of his favorite positions to lay around on ever since he was a little kid, a little kit. Change your figure 4 to the other side. Those little ballet toes. Breathe. And then release. Just shake everything out. Let it go. Shake out your chest and shoulders. See if you can get some banging into the floor underneath you so that up here, upper traps, spine, head, tail, get some movement. And then let's stand on our legs. Take your butt up to the ceiling, open your feet wide, just shifting from side to side. Let it go. Let your spine mobilize. And then we're going to come up and just do a couple squats. So you're going to go into whatever depth feels right in your body. So it could be like reaching up there and coming down here, reaching up, coming down, or you can come all the way down. A little arch on top. If you can come all the way down, go for it. Push the floor away, lift, bring it back down. Push it up, bring it down. I got my assistant. I got my weight. If you've got something you can weight lift with, I think he's about 15 pounds. And I can actually feel the difference of doing this with my 15 pounds compared to doing it without the, without the 15 pounds. All right, let's take a deep breath. Inhale, open, reach up for the heavens. Exhale, shake it, shake it, shake it. Let it go. Again, inhale. He is finding my sweatshirt over there. And he's about to add his body and his hair to my sweatshirt. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Say, there's two kinds of people in this world. There's the people who want to make sure that their clothes don't have any animal hair on them at all times. And then there are the people who have given up on caring about that at all. I'm sure you can guess which one of those I am, although I do have a quality control operator in my house that will roll me off if I look too hairy when I leave the house. All right, so I'm going to close that out for the TV land folks. Oh, I would need to look at TV land before I close it out. I haven't been here for a while. I've missed you. I've really missed moving my body in this particular way. Oh, Antaru, hey. So yeah, we can close that out. Can I close it out? I don't know. It takes skills, it takes eyeballs, it takes brain cells to think about what I'm actually doing.